Somewhere, the new film by Sofia Coppola. Let's call the whole thing off. The general rule with Sofia Coppola is that she makes 2/3 of a good film. I mean, Lost in Translation is good up until the moment that they get to the karaoke, and then it all falls apart. And Marie Antoinette is good up until the moment that the film stops without a third act, without anyone being, led off to the ultimate sanction. If you think that Lost in Translation is somewhat insubstantial, then Somewhere is positively non-existent. I mean, the best way of describing it is it's essentially, that song Hotel California?
I do indeed.
By the Eagles.
Yes.
As Sid Vicious said at the final Sex Pistols gig at Winterland in San Francisco, no one's better than us except the Eagles. The Eagles are better than us. And the story is that Hotel California is based on the Chateau Marmont, which is this hotel on the Strip in Los Angeles. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. Well, Somewhere is like watching that, but without the dueling guitars and without the great chorus and without the dun, 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 drum bit and without the bit about stabbing it with their steely knives because they just can't kill the beast.
What this show needs is a musical break at this point.
Well, what the film needs is to go, you know what? Everything that's in this film is in the 7 minutes of Hotel California. So the central guy is an actor who is he's off work for a little bit because he's done his wrist in, and he's holed up in the Chateau Marmont where he doesn't do very much. And then women turn up, and then he hangs around, and then he drinks, and then his estranged wife, partner, whatever it is, gets in touch, says, "Oh, I've got to leave our daughter, with you for a while. You look after her." So he goes, "Okay." So the daughter turns up. Is that going to somehow cramp his style? No, they hang out together. So they play some Nintendo games together, and we watch them play some Nintendo games. And they make some food together, and so we watch them make some food together. And they have conversations. It's all a bit... Do you want to hear a clip? Because it's kind of...
Well, you've put me off the clip.
All right, here we go. Have a clip.
I spoke with the mayor. He's give you the key for the city. Okay, give me the hand, please.
Vieni, finalmente ce l'abbiamo fatta. Io sono Giorgio Surina e siamo all'interno della hall del Principe di Savoia con uno dei più grandi star di Hollywood, Johnny Marco. Hi Johnny, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey. Benvenuto in Italia. Welcome to Italy.
Thank you.
So, can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
You? Okay. What's the first time or what's the most beautiful thing you have done in Italy so far?
Well, we just arrived in the hotel. So.
Ok, è appena arrivato in Italia ed è giusto entrato in hotel, quindi non ha fatto assolutamente nulla e ci sarà probabilmente tempo per fare tante cose nel nostro paese. Do you speak some Italian words? Some few words?
Buongiorno, buonasera.
Buongiorno, buonasera, quindi insomma un po' di paroline così giusto per...
And that's pretty much how he talks to Holly in that bit instantly. That's the action bit of the film. When they leave the Chateau Marmont, they go to Italy and then he's on television. And it's like that bit in Lost in Translation when Bill Murray doesn't want to go on the Japanese show, but he goes on the Japanese show, and the guy goes, blah, 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 and Bill Murray goes, yeah. And then they go, blah, 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 hey, blah, 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 but in Japanese, obviously. So the bits of it that work are bits of it that we've seen before in Lost in Translation. For the most part, it is a film that looks like an advert for the Chateau Marmont. It's like, hey, it's a film that thinks that the Chateau Marmont is funky. Actually, after all that ritzy glamour, oh, it's so hard being a superstar in Italy, where everyone's running around going blah, 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 blah. It's nice to get back to the Chateau Marmont. But the thing with the Chateau Marmont is, you can check it any time you like. But you can never leave. Although, actually, he can. And in the end, he does. And it's a film made by somebody...
Have you just given away the ending?
It's not an ending. There's some bits, there's some stuff,
and then it
stops. There is a bit early on when two women turn up to his hotel room to perform a pole dance, and we watch the pole dance. Okay, and you think, come on, Sophia, this is going on a bit, right? They've been on for 3 minutes, right?
How long does a pole dance take?
Well, I don't know, 3 minutes, right? And he falls asleep, right? And you think, okay, you really could have cut that sequence down to 10 seconds. Then they come back and do it again.
Another 3 minutes.
Well, at least, yeah, but, in a different costume. And you think, so if the point was that they were...
dressed as a bear or something?
Yeah, dressed as a bear. One of them's dressed as a bear, the other one... Yeah, they're dressed as characters out of Narnia, all right? The point is...
That would be an interesting
the point is you go, yeah, so he's a washed-up movie star, he's sitting in a hotel and pole dancers come around and he falls asleep. Once... I didn't need to be there for 3. Now you're doing it again, and then they play some Nintendo, and then we
You'd
watch.
Have to be quite tired to fall asleep during a pole dance, wouldn't you?
Well, that's the point, man. Hey, and then there's a bit he's down in the bar, and the guy says, "You want me to play your song?" He goes, "Yeah," and the guy does, plays him a song, the whole song, and you're going, Sophia, look,
what's he dressed as?
he's dressed as a slightly washed-up actor with a cast on his hand, and his daughter into with whom he appears to get on perfectly fine. Look, here's the problem.
What's this film again?
Exactly. In a nutshell, it's somewhere. It's a film that I was sitting there going, Sofia, I know you grew up in a Hollywood family. I know that you grew up, around famous people. I'm sure you spent a lot of time in the Chateau Marmont. I'm sure you spent a lot of time on tour. You know what? I don't care about any of these people. And actually, if at this point one of Gareth Edwards' monsters was to come in and do something exciting, because otherwise we're going to watch the pole dancers again, and I am going to. I mean, it's. Do you remember this? Do you remember
My
this?
hair is wafting out of position with the gales that are coming out.
It was one of the. It was navel gaze. It was a film, a navel gazing film. But hey, we're people. We're in this business we call show. Hey, being by the pool, man. Hey, I got a car, but then the thing is, it's like we're here, right? Yeah, but then you want to go, but you can't. But you can. But
okay, we've heard enough of this. We got the picture.
Okay, it goes on and on
Really?
and on, and he goes out and he goes to Italy, and they go, hey, John, and they come back, and he comes back, and they go, hi, back to.
This is Five Live. That was the review of a film. I've forgotten what's it called again.
Somewhere.